people are doing the rangoli, this column. There is another form of culture, and that also is expression of the same vision. We are Lakshmi, we are worshipping. And we are worshipping the trees, because for us, trees are manifestation of same Tattva. We are worshipping mountains, because for us, mountains are the manifestation of same Tattva. In fact, we worship our car also. When we buy new car, we do puja of the car. The foreigners will be surprised. They said, these fellows are crazy, they are worshipping the car. But in India, people are not surprised. Why? Because for us, even car is manifestation of same Tattva. We worship machineries. You know now Vijayadashmi is going to come. Navami, Ayudha Puja, we worship all our machineries, all tools. In fact, we worship our pencils, pen, etc. What is our vision behind? The vision behind is the thread of reality is in and through everything. So, Tantu, the thread of Tattvam, reality is there throughout everything. And this Tattvam can be seen at different levels. You can see at the level of Pancha Mahabhutas. Since today the topic is Pancha Mahabhutas, so we will focus on that first. Pancha Mahabhutas means 5 great elements. This is the model used in our Shastra to explain the creation. Akasha, space, Vayu, earth, Apaha, water, Akasha, Vayu, Agni, fire, water and the earth. These 5 elements are Tattvam, are the truth behind all the physical bodies you are experiencing. Your body is made up of these 5 elements. Pancha Bhautikam Shariram. Our body is called Pancha Bhautikam. It is the product of these 5 elements. How do you see that our body is made up of the earth element, the solid things, calcium, etc. And in our body there is water, 60-70% is water. In our body there is fire, digestive fire at the temperature of the body, it is fire principle. And so much gas, air is there in our lungs and other parts. So air is also there and Akasha is there inside the body and Akasha is occupied by the body. So body occupies space. So this body is Pancha Bhautikam. It is made up of 5 elements. So body is a product and the 5 elements are the cause. And the cause is the Tattvam, the truth of the products. Like clay is the Tattvam of all parts. Similarly, Pancha Mahabhutas are the cause of this body. Therefore, Pancha Mahabhutas are the Tattvam, the truth of this body. And if you look upon the body in this manner, that this body is made up of 5 elements. That body also is made up of 5 elements. That body also 5 elements. Not only human body, all animals' body, birds' body, aquatics' body, all bodies are made up of these 5 elements. So as far as the 5 elements are concerned, there is no difference whatsoever. So we can see this oneness of all the bodies at the level of these 5 Mahabhutas, Tattva-Tantu. And when you highlight the similarities, the oneness among us, then there is freedom from any complex. Whether it is the fair body or dark body, whether it is young body or old body. So this body may be old body, that body is young body, but both of them are made up of same 5 elements. So as far as the five elements are concerned, there is no difference whatsoever. So basically, all of us are one. At physical level also we are one. So this vision of Tattva-Tantu in the form of five elements help us to see that we are basically one. There is no basis for any complex. I am superior, other person is inferior. There is no basis because all of us are Panchamahabhutas. Whether it is a Brahmana's body or Kshatriya's body or Vaishya's body or Shudra's body, Indian body, foreigner's body, North Indian body, South Indian body, male body, female body, all of them are what? Panchamahabhutas, Tattvam. So if your vision is on Tattvam, you are free from any superiority complex, you are free from any inferiority complex. And you feel connected with totality. And here further Shastra says, not only this body is born of five elements, the entire world is also born of five elements. Pancha bhautikaha lokaha. In our Shastra we talk about 14 lokas. 7 up, 7 down. Bhuhu, bhuvaha, suvaha, mahaha, janaha, tapaha, satyam. Atala, vitala, tala, atala, vitala, sutala, talatala, rasatala, mahatala, patala. All these 7 up, 7 down, all 14 lokas are also born of same Panchamahabhutas. So this body and the entire world, both of them are having same tattva, same Tattva-Tantu. So at the level of five elements, we can see the oneness of individual body and the total universe. So I, as an individual, even at the level of body, I am connected with totality. Seeing this connection with totality is very important because many a times people feel isolated, alienation, isolation, sense of isolation. I am alone, nobody is with me. So if you have the vision of this basic oneness, then you keep appreciating this oneness with totality, the connection with totality. I am always connected with totality. I am one with all. That gives you sense of connectedness. It provides the feeling of harmony. I am not some isolated entity. I am someone who is one with this totality. So this at the level of physical body also there is oneness. And our Shastra goes one step further. Shastra says behind this physical body there is subtle body. Because this body is inert by itself. It needs to be sentient, made alive by the presence of another body called subtle body. And this subtle body is consisting of 17 or 19 factors. Pancha karmendriyani, 5 organs of action, 5 organs of perception, 5 pranas, mind, intellect, the chitta, memory and ego. These 19 factors constitute subtle bodies. And these subtle bodies are the bodies which we cannot see. But we can infer because if eyes are not there, you cannot see. So physical counterpart is there, the socket is there, but if indriya, the organ is not there, you cannot see. Physical ears are there, but this indriya, the organ is not there, you cannot hear. So there is subtle body which is there behind the gross body. And that subtle body is also born of same Panchamahabhutas. Only thing, they are born, subtle body is born of these subtle elements, subtle 5 elements. Elements are 5 only. 5 elements in their subtle version are the cause for this subtle body. How? In Shastra they say these 5 elements, each one of them are having 3 aspects: Sattvika, Rajasa and Tamasa. So we have 3 types of Akasha. Space: Sattvika Akasha, Rajasa Akasha, Tamasa Akasha. Means the Akasha having the Sattva Guna, having Rajo Guna, having Tamo Guna. Because all of them are born of this Brahman with Maya, which has got 3 gunas. Therefore all the 5 elements have got these 3 aspects. From the Sattvic aspect of Akasha, our hearers are born, faculty of hearing. From the Sattvic aspect of Vayu, our tactile organ is born. From the Sattvic aspect of fire, our faculty of seeing is born. From the Sattvic aspect of water, our tasting tongue is born. And from the Sattvic aspect of Prithvi, the earth, the Gyanendriya, olfactory organ, the organ for experiencing smell is born. So all our 5 sense organs are born of 5 elements only. And we have got 5 organs of action. Organ of speech, hands, legs, the genital organ and organ of evacuation. All 5 organs are also born of Rajasic aspect of this 5 Mahabhutas only. Like our organ of speech is born of the Rajasic aspect of Akasha. Our hands are born of the Rajasic aspect of Vayu. Like that all the organs of action are also born of these 5 Mahabhutas. And our 5 pranas, they are also born of Rajasic aspect of 5 elements. Our Mana, Buddhi, Chitta, Ahankara, they are also born of Sattvic aspect, total Sattvic aspect of 5 Mahabhutas. So entire subtle body is born of 5 Mahabhutas. And corresponding subtle universe of ideas, concepts, that also is born of these subtle elements. So at the level of the gross body and subtle body, we can appreciate this Tattva-Tantu, the thread of reality in the form of 5 elements. So everything is nothing but Panchamahabhuta, Panchamahabhuta, Panchamahabhuta. The food you are eating, Panchamahabhuta. The body in which food is going, Panchamahabhuta. The digestive fire, Panchamahabhutas. And when the body dies, what remains? Panchamahabhutas. So from Panchamahabhutas it is born, with Panchamahabhutas it is sustained, this body, and merged back into Panchamahabhutas. That is why in Sanskrit, death is called Panchatva Prapti, attaining again 5 Mahabhuta status. Thus, at the level of Panchamahabhutas, there is Tattva-Tantu. Keep appreciating. If you appreciate that, then you are free from complex, free from any sense of isolation. This is one level of appreciating Tattva-Tantu at the level of Panchamahabhutas. In our tradition, these 5 elements are worshipped. I think somebody must have told in this morning session, I was told, that in Tamil Nadu we have got 5 temples dedicated to these 5 elements. Prithvi Tattvam is worshipped, Ekambareshwara in Kanchipuram. This Vayu Tattvam, the Jala Tattvam is worshipped in Jambukeshwara. Agni Tattva is worshipped in Arunachaleshwara, Tiruvannamalai. Vayu Tattva in Kalahasti, Akasha Tattva in Chidambaram. So you can imagine the depth of our vision. For us, everything is manifestation of Tattvam. And to show our respect, we have the place of worship. And these Panchamahabhutas are the Tattvam at relative level. But in our Shastra, there is further analysis. What is the ultimate Tattvam behind even Panchatattvas? what is the ultimate truth behind everything, including these five elements. And in Shastra, we use the word Brahma or Ishvara. Brahman is, or the Ishvara is the truth behind even the Panchamahabhutas. And this is beautifully presented in Taittiriya Upanishad. You must have heard this mantra. Brahma vidamnoti param tadesha bhyukta satyam jnanam anantam brahma. What is the ultimate reality? It is called Brahma. What is the nature of that Brahma? Satyam, unnegatable existence. Jnanam, consciousness. Anantam, limitless, which is Ananda. So, Sat Chit Ananda, which is Brahma, is the ultimate truth of everything. That is the ultimate Tattva. And from that ultimate Tattvam, reality called Brahma, these five Mahabhutas are born. Tasmad va etasmad atmanaha akasha sambhuta. From that Brahman, Akasha is born. Akasha having the Shabda Guna, the attribute of sound is born. And Akasha is born means what? Same reality is now appearing as Akasha. And from Akasha, Vayu is born. Means what? Brahman who has assumed the form of Akasha, further Vayu is evolved. Then Agni is evolved. Prithvi, the Apaha, water is evolved. Prithvi is evolved. And throughout, Brahman continues to be there, perforating in every element. Tattva-Tantu continues. So Akasha also is Brahma. Vayu also is same Ishvara. Then Agni also is same Ishvara. Water also is same Ishvara. And Prithvi also is same Ishvara. The Tattva-Tantu, the thread of reality continues in all five elements. And these five elements are born, they are subtle. And through the process of Panchikaranam, purification, these gross elements are born. And from that, gross bodies and gross world, or the lokas, 14 lokas are born. And thus the vision of Shastra is that all that is here is same Ishvara. That is the vision. Because Swamiji used to, Swami Dayanandji, who has founded this Arshavidya Gurukula from where I am coming, he used to say this, that people say in Hinduism there are many gods. It is not true. Many people say in Hinduism there are many gods, Shiva, Rama, Krishna and all. Whereas in other religion you see only one God. Your religion has so many gods, so you will be confused. They will say that you will be confused. We are not confused. They are attributing confusion on us. But really speaking, we do not have many gods. In fact, we don't have even one God. Like one sun is there, one moon is there. Similarly, there is one God sitting in heaven. That type of concept we don't have. That type of one God we don't have. So we don't have many gods. We don't have one God. We have only God. We have only Ishvara. Means all that is here is same Ishvara. For us, Ishvara is not a particular entity we have to reach at. After death we have to reach him. That type of philosophy we don't have. For us, Ishvara is here and now. Right now, you are experiencing Ishvara. Only thing you do not know. So for us, Ishvara is not a matter of belief. Ishvara is a matter of understanding. And when you understand Ishvara, you appreciate this fact, all that is here is Ishvara. And from that Ishvara, these Panchamahabhutas are born, all the physical bodies are born, all the worlds are born, all subtle bodies are born, all subtle worlds are born. There is nothing which is not Ishvara. But Swamiji, I don't feel I am Ishvara. If somebody tells you are Ishvara, you will have rejection. No, I am not Ishvara. Why? Because you do not know what really you are. Since you have ignorance of your true nature, And because of ignorance, you have got the wrong conclusion about yourself. Therefore, you are rejecting the idea. But when you understand what Ishvara is, then you will be able to appreciate that I am never separate from Ishvara. I and Ishvara are not two distinct entities. I am non-separate from Ishvara. I and Ishvara are essentially one. Like the wave and ocean are essentially one and the same water. I am identifying with the limited name and form, therefore I am feeling limited. But if I understand myself to be what really I am one with Ishvara. And this is the vision. All that is here is Ishvara, and I am not separate from that Ishvara. And in this vision, I am free from any sense of limitation, any sense of this misery, any feeling of misery. My life is wonderful. So this is the vision of Shastra. This is the vision of our rishis, which is called Arsha Vidya. Know yourself to be what really you are, and you are free from any bondage. Otherwise, everybody is feeling limited. Everybody has some agenda. Everybody thinks that I will be completely happy when this happens, that happens. Whereas our vision of Vedanta is, right now you can appreciate yourself to be free. Right now you can appreciate yourself to be happy, full. And that vision is given in our Shastra. That is the vision of our rishis. This is the vision of our Vedas. And this vision is a liberating vision. If you understand and assimilate this vision, then you are free here and now. So this is the vision of Shastra, and that can be seen at different levels, and one of them is Panchamahabhutas. So the message is, appreciate oneness, appreciate the truth at the Panchamahabhuta level first. All of us are born of Panchamahabhutas. So appreciate the Tattva-Tantu at the level of Panchamahabhutas first, and appreciate oneness at the level of absolute Tattva, absolute reality, and enjoy your life of freedom, life of love, compassion. When you are having the inner fullness, then you have got compassion. Then you have got real joy. Then you can really love people. Otherwise, in the name of love, we will be controlling people. People think that love means control. That happens because there is inner emptiness. So Vedanta helps us to see that you are free from this limitation, and that sense of fullness will be expressed in the form of love, compassion and joy. So this is the vision of Vedanta, and this is what I wanted to share with you. If you have any question, you can ask. Any question, anybody? No.
Questions for everyone?
Any question related to Vedanta or any spiritual question? Yes.
He is very loving. So don't get scared.
Huh?
You see, you are loving, don't be scared to us.
Nothing to be scared of. No, you did not feel my question will be silly question. I don't consider any question to be silly question. All questions are valid questions.
So, to be aware or to know these truth, we need a guru or a guru or a teacher, or how we can be close for these teachings that we are showing us. Like, how I can be happy or how I can be aware of this fullness. If if I don't have these teachings. So the way to realize or to say we always need that guru or established or how we can approach these two.
I have understood the question that if this vision is not there, we will be missing it. Yeah, that's what. So, if you think that this vision can make some change in your life, you pray to higher power or God. Or Lord, give me a guide in my life who will give me right vision. Pray for it. And you can explore, nowadays it's relatively easy, you can explore the sources available and pray to Ishvara to take you to the right source. If you pray, you will be given right vision, and the right vision will make you free from any bondage you have, you feeling. Really speaking, you don't have bondage, but any bondage you are feeling, you will be free. So you pray for the right guide in your life.
Any other questions? Swamiji, a question that we've been discussing for some days as well. Any thoughts on ego and how to
Yes. The word ego is used at different level. The word ego has got different meanings. One meaning of ego is pride. Now, if that person has got a lot of ego, we say. So, one meaning, we'll discuss different meanings. Ego means pride. Pride means thinking, considering oneself to be superior to someone. Means I am somebody what others are not, I am. Based on what? Based on some education, based on wealth, based on some achievement, some degree, some record. So this ego will isolate the person. If person sees that more proud you are disconnecting yourself from the totality. When you consider yourself to be superior, you are really disconnecting yourself. See, when you are not having that type of ego, you are one among all. You are one with all. But when you are having this ego, you are disconnecting yourself. That you have to see that. And another thing is, which is Swamiji used to say very nicely, if you really analyze, and whatever you are feeling proud of, if you analyze, really speaking, your contribution is very, very minimal. Suppose I got some high, very, very big degree, PhD or something. So for that PhD, to get this PhD, so many people have contributed in my life. If I see the contribution of so many factors to reach that point, I will be very, very humble. Can you claim anything in your life to be completely yours? Can you claim anything that this is completely mine? Really speaking, you cannot claim. Whatever you think you have achieved, really speaking, thousands of factors have contributed. So you happen to be only one of the factors. And when you see the contribution of all, then you will see there is no basis to have any pride. What comes is only humility. Like I am talking now, because this mic is there, otherwise I have to shout. And I am talking because somebody gave me food. I am talking because this body is there, which was brought to this world by parents. I am able to talk based on some subject matter because I have been taught by my teachers. So if I see what is my contribution, I am able to talk because you ask question. If you did not ask question, I will not have opportunity to talk. So I am really thankful to you. So many factors are there for me to talk. If I see this, then if somebody tells you to talk well, suppose, then I see it is a grace of so many factors. In fact, whenever somebody praises you and you think that you will have pride, ego, what you can do is, immediately you transfer the credit to other factors. Ishvara, parents, teachers, spouse, colleagues. You pass on the credit to the other factors, then you will not have it. And it is a fact. It is not make believe. So when we appreciate the contribution of so many factors in getting whatever we are getting, there is no basis for ego. Ego is because of thoughtlessness. We do not think about the factors, therefore we have ego. And also whatever we are thinking to be proud of, if we see that it is nothing compared to what all achievements are possible. If somebody, some 100 people praise me, there are speakers who are praised by thousands and lakhs of people. So what is that to be so proud about? So if you think that pride will not be there, pride is there because of thoughtlessness. And pride also is because of some psychological background. People have got sense of inferiority, and to hide that, this pride is like a mask. I am inside feeling very, very low, and to hide that, I am wearing the mask of ego. That is why the people who have got self-acceptance, they will not have the need for this pride, need for this ego, because they are happy with themselves. When you have got the need for some booster, then only you resort to this ego, pride. So pride is the result of thoughtlessness. Pride is the result of the deep inferiority complex. This is about one meaning of the word ego, pride. In Shastra, there is another meaning of ahankara, ego, is considering oneself to be this body. That is also ego. You consider yourself to be this body, that itself is ego. If you say, I am a man, I am a woman, I am an Indian, I am foreigner, this is also ego in the Vedantic sense, because you are the knower of the body. You are conscious principle obtaining in the body. You are not the body. So considering this body to be yourself, considering the features, status of the body to be your feature, that also is ego. That is in a Vedantic sense. That also is ego. And that is removed by knowing that you are indweller of the body, you are manifesting through the body, you are not the body. So considering yourself to be fat, lean, old, young, that also is ego. That is second level of ego. First level of ego is pride, arrogance. Second is considering myself to be this body, dehe atma buddhi ahankara. That also is ahankara. That is also ego. But first of all, we have to take care of the first ego, pride, arrogance. When you are relatively free from that ego number one, which I discussed earlier, then only you will be ready to tackle the second ego. And when you remove this second ego, first ego will not. But to remove the second ego, the identification with the body, you have to be relatively free from that pride ego. And when you are free from the second ego, then you are free from the complexes. Superiority complex, inferiority complex. You are free from the sense of mortality, because you know that body is going to be die, body is going to die, I am not going to die. So fear of death is not there. Fear of disease is not there. Otherwise people are afraid of disease itself. Nowadays, pre-diabetic something is there, no? So much, my God, people are so much frightened. In fact, the olden days, when we ask somebody, how are you? He says, fine, I ate well, I slept well, bowel movement was okay, I am fine. That is how people will describe their health. Nowadays, you know health, how they describe? Today my sugar is this much, BP is this much, cholesterol is this much. So they describe their health in terms of numbers. And today I am very healthy. Why? Because my glucometer is showing little lower reading. So we are living in readings, numbers. Very artificial, digital life we are living, even at that level. So you become relatively free from this fear of death, fear of disease. Because whatever disease is going to happen, it is going to this body, and I am the knower of this disease which can have this disease. Yadi grastam kalevaram. So body is having the susceptibility to disease. It can happen. It will happen. I will try my best to keep this body healthy, but based on the conditions of the body, I will not conclude about myself. That is the objectivity. That body is not well, I am well. I generally give this example in Bangalore. Our neighbor, one boy used to come to our children class, and I asked, Govind, how are you? How is your toothache? He said, tooth is not okay, I am okay. Tooth is not okay, I am okay. That is objectivity at this level. I don't know how he got it. Tooth is not okay, I am okay. Sugar is not okay, I am okay. That is what the objectivity is, and that is what Vedanta vision teaches. So that is the second level of ego we handle by the vision of Shastra.
I was just thinking about current events in the world as always trying to bring these concepts into real modern life. And I'm just thinking about certain wars that are happening in the world and evil acts that are being committed. And I'm wondering, I'm trying to reconcile this idea that everything is Ishvara. If knowing the incredible amount of evil that is also happening, how do we
Practically see. How do we see everything is Ishvara practically? That's what he means.
Right, like if everything is God, then why would God want that to happen or allow that, or how would God manifest in that way?
Yes, I will answer. There are various ways to appreciate God, Ishvara, because generally we like to use the word Ishvara more than God, because God has a particular connotation. When you hear the word God, you think God with some beard. We have a picture of God, and He is in heaven, which is old age. That is how we get the idea. Anyway, that Ishvara, which is generally called God, can be appreciated in different ways. One beautiful way of appreciating Ishvara is seeing the order everywhere. Let us not have this false concept that God means everything good alone is God. Something bad is not God. That is not our vision. God is all inclusive. When we have the restricted idea of God, then we will have difficulty in accepting how that person can be the manifestation of God. Now, terrorist, how can I appreciate he himself to be God? Difficult. Somebody killed somebody, how that murderer I can appreciate as God? Because we have got limited concept of God. But if you appreciate Ishvara in a more subtler way, more comprehensive way, then in your vision of Ishvara, everything will be included. And that is appreciating Ishvara to be order. Order means what? Suppose this bag, I release, then it falls down. This is order. I speak and the sound travels and reaches your ears and hearing takes place. This is order. So order is cause-effect relationship. When thing A is there, there will be thing B. If situation A is there is situation B. The connection between the preceding situation and the succeeding situation, that connection is called order. If I eat some very spicy food, next day I may have burning sensation. This is because of physiological order. If I fall from the mountain, then I will be falling with the particular rate of acceleration. That is order, physical order. If I eat food, it will be digested and converted into nutrients and energy. That is physiological order. And if I listen to words and understanding takes place, that is epistemological order. And if I have certain background in my childhood, then I will behave in a particular manner, that is psychological order. And this order is manifestation of Ishvara, and this order pervades everything. Everything is there the way it is because of order. You as a person are of a particular character, particular disposition because of this order. Everybody, everything is the way it is, the way one is because of this order. And that order is Ishvara. So if you want to see Ishvara as the thread pervading everything, then it is the thread of this order. This order is the Tattva which is pervading, present in and through everything. So if you understand Ishvara to be this order, which is making everything the way it is, which is making everyone the way one is, then your understanding of Ishvara will be all comprehensive. I am in order, that person is in order, all of us are pervaded by the same order. Why I am like this? Because there is order behind. Why that person is the way he is? Because of the order. So if you appreciate Ishvara as the order, the harmony, niyati, then you can appreciate Ishvara everywhere. So one way of appreciating Ishvara is the order. And this understanding of Ishvara as order will help you validate yourself and validate all others. Most of us will have the problem of guilt and hurt. Nobody is free from this guilt and hurt. And this guilt and hurt is because of my resistance. Why did you do like this? So there is hurt. Why did I do like this? Guilt. So this guilt and hurt are controlling my life. But if I understand Ishvara as the order, then I will be able to validate all my actions. I will be able to validate the actions of others. So I will not have resistance to anybody's behavior. I will not be hurt. I will not have resistance to my own behavior. Therefore I will not have guilt. So I can live the life free from guilt and hurt if I appreciate Ishvara as the order. And further subtler way of appreciating Ishvara is in the form of existence. Table is, light is, all is, fan is, that is, that existence is Ishvara. But that is subtler way of appreciating. It takes time to appreciate existence, which is very, very subtle. And therefore, we begin with appreciating Ishvara as the order, which is governing everybody's life, everybody's action at every moment. And that way, we can appreciate Ishvara being all pervasive, pervading my entire life, pervading the life of everyone. That is one way of appreciating.
Thank you, Swamiji. Probably just a follow-up question, since we spoke about temples and prayers. In today's age, the young language is, and we spoke about fear, is FOMO and YOLO. Fear of missing out, and you only live once. You must have heard that in your Gen Z. So how do you get away from fear and detach yourself from that FOMO and you only live once? So fear and detachment, how do you deal with that?
See, basically, I learned to see I am blessed to be what I am now. If this basic trait one gets, I am blessed to be what I am now. I have all reasons to feel blessed. I have a human body, I have a thinking faculty, I have relatively okay health. I am already blessed and I am exploring the avenues to bring out my potential. So whatever I am going to do is not to become complete, to become blessed, become acceptable. Right now I am acceptable and I am doing whatever I am doing to bring out the potential. So if a person has got this feeling of being blessed, then the fear of missing out, that will not be there. If I happen to know, I will know. And if suppose I don't know something, I will tell this. Oh, I don't know, please tell me. Many things I don't know, when people mention something, I will ask. And people happily share it. Why should I have complex that I should know everything? In Shastra there is a beautifully saying, Sarvaha sarvam na janati. Everybody does not know everything. Is there anybody in the hall can claim, I know everything about this field, in this field? Can anybody say? Can anybody say, Swamiji, in physics you ask anything? Can anybody say? Ayurveda, can anybody say? Swamiji, in Ayurveda I know everything. In Sanskrit language, can anybody say? In history, anybody can say? There is no field in which anyone can say, I know it. Nobody can say. This being the fact, I accept that there will be certain things which I will be knowing and certain things which I will not be knowing. And not knowing the modern trends is not a crime, is not an offense. I happen to be busy with knowing certain things, therefore I did not know certain things. Now what is happening here I am understanding, therefore what is happening in Coimbatore city I don't know. It is not a crime, it is not a limitation, it is not a fault. So learn to see I am blessed the way I am. And this feeling of blessing, being blessed will come when one has got the attitude of gratitude. If one develops this attitude of gratitude for everything one has received, there will be constant feeling of being blessed. So gratitude will lead to the feeling of being blessed. Being blessed, feeling of being blessed will lead to freedom from fear of not knowing this modern trends, missing out. That will not be. I enjoy my knowing, I enjoy my not knowing. If certain things about is the what is called dance, etc., somebody music, etc., I don't know. And I am not apologetic about not knowing. I did not know everything. I know little bit about Sanskrit, Vedanta, I know this. And it is good enough to enjoy my life. I have something to share with others. And there are people to listen to it. Even if they are not that, I enjoy my own clarity. So learn to accept yourself by seeing that you are blessed. And you can have the feeling of being blessed by having the gratitude. Develop the habit of gratitude. When a small thing you receive, be thankful. Don't take anything for granted in your life. Even your spouse or children, anybody does anything, be thankful. Express whenever it is possible. This habit of being grateful will give you the feeling of being blessed. I am so much grateful to the Lord and the world for so many things, and that will give you self-acceptance. And when there is self-acceptance, you will not have the fear of missing out.
Namaskar, Swamiji. What can Vedanta teach us about dharma?
About
Dharma.
Dharma.
Living in alignment with one's
Dharma, no?
purpose.
Huh? Dharma, no? That is Dharma. The word dharma means to be followed. Dhriyate iti dharma. Dharyate iti dharma. That which is followed by intelligent people, that which is to be done is called dharma. That is a simple definition, I will elaborate. Everybody is playing some role, isn't it? Everybody plays some roles. You are playing the role of son, if you are married, husband, brother, sister, student, teacher. Everybody plays the role, different roles. And now I am playing the role of some speaker. You are playing the role of a listener. And every role has a script. Means when you are playing a particular role, then certain things are expected of you. Like in every role you are supposed to do something, you are supposed to say some dialogues. That is called your script. So every role has got a script. Dharma is following the script of the role you are playing in every situation. So right now you are a listener. So as a listener, what is your dharma? To listen and attentively and without disturbing others. Some people don't follow the dharma of the listeners. They will be having different movements, etc. That is violation of dharma. As a speaker, I have got the script. I should say something which will make sense to you, which will benefit you. I should not talk something in a very, what is called, non-comprehensive manner. If I say that dharma is varna shama vihita shastra pratipadita karma. If I say like this, perhaps many of you may miss it. Chodana lakshano artha dharma. Like that there is a definition. If I say like this, people will not understand. So even though I know that definition, I should talk about dharma at the level of the listener. That is the dharma of speaking. So every time you are playing the role, ask this question. What is expected of this role? If I am playing the role of a son, what son is expected to do in this situation? Am I playing the role of a father? What I am expected to do as a father? Always find out the script of the role and follow the script. That is. And in our Shastra, dharma has got three aspects. One is duty, other is attitude, and third is values. So these three things constitute dharma. Duties means as a son, daughter, citizen, have certain duties. That is part of dharma. Values, honesty, truthfulness, non-violence, values I call. And I have proper attitude while doing my duties. And the speciality of our Indian culture, Vedic culture is, we always have reverential attitude. This is the very great speciality. See, in India, everything you do it reverentially. So even if you are using your tools, use reverentially. You are using the books, you cannot throw away the books. This I see sometimes people from abroad, they come and they put their books on the shoes When they go out, go to the dining hall, outside the dining hall they have to leave their shoes sometimes. So what they do, they put their books, study books on the shoes. It's a practical thing, really speaking. Why? It's a practical because you will not forget. Shoes you will go and books you also will get. But in India we don't do this. For us, books are looked upon as embodiment of Saraswati. Even 1 rupee coin, we don't step on. We respect it. Some people nowadays, because they are not, they will be rolling this currency and they're putting on the mouth and all this they do. That is not Indian culture. Everything we do reverentially, even the dance, when they start the dance, first they do the Vandanam to the ground. Bhudevi. These people from abroad, they find difficult to understand how this person is doing namaskara to the ground. Reverence. Our culture is a reverential culture. So whatever you do, do with respect to all the factors involved. And also do all your actions as worship to the Lord. With the attitude of worshipping the Lord, you do your action. And whatever result you get, you receive it as a prasada. This is called attitude. So these are the 3 aspects of dharma. Duties as a father, son, daughter, husband, teacher, student. Duties, attitude and values. These 3 things constitute. Is it clear?
Thank you very much, Swamiji. Any more questions? Otherwise, I have one last question.
Yes.
Samsara is unique by Panchatattva. But what is the formation of Panchatattva? How Panchatattva are intertwined?
Yes. Just now we were there in this talk. We were there. Panchatattva. I talked about it. These Panchatattvas are formed. They are born of this ultimate reality with a power called Maya. So Maya Sahita Brahma. Brahman, the ultimate reality, with the power called Maya. From the combination of Maya and Brahman, these Panchatattvas are formed. So these Panchatattvas, before they were born, they were in unmanifest form, in Maya. In the form of Sattva, Rajas, Tamo Guna. Trigunatmika Maya. In that Trigunatmika Maya, these Panchatattvas were there in unmanifest form. And they are manifest. Manifestation is creation. We are technically, it is called Satkaryavada. So we believe that everything which is born was there in some form. Oil was there in groundnut. If oil is not there in groundnut, you cannot take out. Otherwise, from table also I can take out one. So we always say any product which is born was there in unmanifest form. That is why they say if a person has got music, it will come out. If music is not there in the person, after so many years, something that will happen. Some people don't have, person like me don't have music, so we don't try. So everybody has certain potential. Of course, I may have, but I have to little bit dig out little bit deeper. So potential of everything is there. So Panchamahabhutas were there in their potential form in Maya, which is the power of the ultimate reality. Is it clear?
Thank you, Swamiji. Any other question?
Okay.
One last question. Sorry, last couple of days we've been talking about temples, the architecture, the significance. The question is, as individuals, right, why should we go to temples? And what is it that temples do to us that we don't know?
See, this is a very common question, that why should I go to the temple? And why should I go? Because the God is all pervasive. Why should we go to the temple? See, one simple answer I will give. That our rishis were knowing that or not that God is all pervasive. They are knowing or not? Still they are the promoters of the temple. it means there must be some reason. That was first we should start with. There must be some reason. Swami Chinmayanji used to say nicely, say, air is there everywhere. But your tire, if deflated and you want to put air, can you put the tire like this in the air? Will it be filled up? You have to go to a particular place for getting this air. Even though air is everywhere, but you go to a particular place for getting the tire inflated. Similarly, Ishvara is everywhere. And if you have this vision all the time and your life is reflecting this vision, then you need not go to the temple. But everybody does not have that vision all the time. And therefore, we go to a particular place where so many people are praying. And we are, by consecration, we have invoked a special energy in that vigraha. So when you pray, that you are really speaking, you are creating energy by your prayers. And so many people have prayed, so energy is already there. And when you are asking for something, you are drawing it. In fact, nowadays modern example is very good. You know, there is a cloud. So in cloud you are sending data. So many people are sending data and then you download. So these temples serve like clouds. You give your data, you receive it. Correct?
Great. Thank you so much, Swami. There was a question here.
Yes, Swamiji. So you are pointing it out about being self. I'm being in this body. I need to be having this proud. I need to have a pride about being in this body. It's also an ego. It's a kind of a
Yeah.
So basically, terming it as everybody are one. Everybody are the same as you.
Yes,
But there is also a kind of a bifurcation in Veda which mentions as may chance and everyone are like categorized. So how would we come to a clear clarity of this?
Reconciliated. One side it is everything is one side categorization.
Exactly.
See, it is a functional division. In fact, in South India, this is, I don't know whether you have seen, when so much rice is served, people make the division. You know that? Something for sambar, something for rasam, some for curd rice. Even though the vision of the person is not in the same rice, but functionally we make division or not. The whole body is you, but hands are hands, legs are legs. So some part of the society is specialized in or can be specialized in some job, and they are dedicated to that. In fact, this type of functional division is there all over the world, not only in India, but in India it is most structurized. That's all. Otherwise, in every society there will be some scientists, there will be some engineers, there will be some workers. The division is there. And really speaking, all are equal. In the vision of Shastra, all of are the parts of Ishvara. In fact, in Purusha Suktam, that is how the description is. Brahmano Mukhavasi, Bahu Rajanya Krita. So all these are manifestation of same Ishvara. Your head is you, your hands are also you, your legs are also you. But all of them have a different function. Where legs to be used, you cannot use hands. Where head is to be used, you cannot use your legs. So it is a functional division, but some people, this functional division was exploited for their own benefit. See, any system may be beautiful, wonderful, but system sometimes misused. Is possible or not? Like democracy is a very good system, but is it misused or not? Very much misused. So do you mean to say democracy is not good? Democracy is good, but the way democracy is handled, misused, that is a problem. So basically the functional division structure itself is not wrong. It is only a functional division with the full clarity that behind all this division, Tattva-Tantu is one. Let me again repeat this. Tattva-Tantu, the thread of reality is one. Only there is a functional division. And therefore, really speaking, in the vision of Veda, everything, in fact, our vision is Vidya Vinaya Sampanne Brahmane Gavi Hastini Shuni Chaiva Swapake Cha Pandita Samadarshina. Whether he is a Brahmana with Vidya and Vinaya, whether he is a dog eater, or whether that is an elephant, whether it is a cow, in all of them, Samadarshinaha, there is only one reality. And that is the vision Shastra he is talking about. Therefore, it is the unity amidst the diversity. In fact, without diversity, life cannot be there. Isn't it? Table has got different function and the fan has got different function. Computer has got different function. Diversity will be there, and at the same time, basic unity is never lost sight. Alright, so we conclude now.
So, thank you so much, Swamiji. We request you to continue to be seated, and we request Vijay ma'am to kindly felicitate Swamiji.
On behalf of and a small token of appreciation as well on behalf of Adhikama, Vijay ma'am. Swamiji, one request, since we have you, we've got some prasadam, if you can have that given to our, distributed to our participants. If you all can all queue up,
We will have Swamiji offer some prasadams to each one of you. Just queue up here to my right. And as you leave the auditorium, while lunch is on the left, Swamiji will also be doing a tree plantation, clear tree outside the gazebo. As you know, our next session is at 3:15, the Shadarasas that will be done by Dr. Om Prakash here at the venue. So now, once again, we have tree plantation by Swamiji outside the gazebo. Lunch for the delegates is on the left, and for the patients in their respective rooms. Thank you.